Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a very exciting video because I am going to show you how to paint a bellflower, also known as a hairbell. And these are plants native to British Columbia. And in this video, I'm also collaborating with another BC artist, Angela Ferh. So if you're interested in learning more about how to paint botanicals in less time using watercolor and ink, then keep on watching.
The native bellflower is Campanula rotundifolia. I could not find a live specimen of this native version, but I did find creeping bellflower, which unfortunately is invasive but still really beautiful, and I'll be painting this one today. Before we get started, here's a little bit more about Angela.
Hi, I'm Angela Ferh. I want to share with you my intuitive painting process. We're going out into the meadow. I'm going to paint inspired by the hairbells growing in the meadow today, and it's going to be just an experience. I do it once a year and it's magical.
I'm going to share a few tips with you on my process for creating botanical illustrations in my nature journal. And the first thing I do is I always use the smallest size nib pen I can find to do the actual line drawing of my plant, and making sure that it's smaller than the pen I use for my border and my writing. I'm using the 0.05 nib pen from Staedtler, and they have the same size in the Pigma Micron brand by Sakura as well. And something that's really amazing you can do if you're short on time or just for the visual effect is also paint in some of your illustration and then leave another part of your illustration with just the ink line drawing. This is classically found in botanical painting. I usually print off my reference photo to transfer my drawing in the layout that I've created, and it's a really easy way to match your colors. It's just to swatch your colors right onto the reference photo paper that you've printed off. It is just regular printer paper, but with just a little bit of water, it's fine to use to check your colors. I like to add a really subtle background to my botanical paintings, which is not traditional, but it has really helped make it pop. I'm using my very favorite botanical gray mix for the background with my Meeden watercolor brushes, and the botanical gray mix is a mix of French ultramarine and light red, and the light red is somewhat similar to burnt sienna.
I'm going to take a quick break from the demo to let you know that I have a brand new illustrated guide that you can download for free. And this is a beautiful native plants guide featuring 10 of my illustrations and information and stories about each native plant. If you are a botany enthusiast or you want to just look at my paintings in a little bit more detail and have them in your hand so you can print them off, then check out this guide. It's completely free and the link is in the description below.
Something that you may not notice as a beginner is that the edges of all of my background washes are very faded out, like a vignette style effect. And the way I do this is making sure that I wet my paper with clean water all the way to the edge, but then I only add paint up around the edge of my drawing. I then let the paint diffuse out on its own, and this is how I get that beautiful vignette effect. And it really is different than wetting the paper and painting the paint all the way to the edge of the border. Now I'm going to just quickly paint this in, and I'm using my 3-step painting method, which is using wet on dry or wet into wet to create my base layer, using warm and cool colors. And I don't really have much of step 2 to do in this painting because I'm keeping it simple and I've already created most of my contour lines and veins with ink. And then step 3, I just add a little bit of extra depth and drama, shadow or contrast with very small graded washes using my smallest brush. And that is a quick summary of my 3-step method, which is how I approach all of my botanical paintings. Like many of the projects and YouTube videos I've shared here on my channel, this project will be launching as a full-length class in the next few months in the Watercolor Garden. The Watercolor Garden is my online school where I offer full-length, step-by-step detailed classes with additional reference materials. Recently, I've created an amazing offer in the Watercolor Garden, and that offer is you can now join with lifetime access. So for one payment, you can sign up and have lifetime access to all of the classes that are already posted, as well as the community and any new classes that I post without having a reoccurring monthly membership payment. If you're interested in learning more about that, you can check out thewatercolorgarden.com. So to reiterate something that I mentioned about my step 1 process is that I'm using warm and cool colors. You can see on my paint palette, I've got a cool color, a really warm color, and then a medium sort of purple color. And I've used Magnes Hue Nova, which is a light blue, and quinacridone rose. You could also use permanent rose or cerulean blue to make these beautiful purpley mauve mixes. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm just wrapping up my painting now by adding that step 3 contrast. And this does not need to take much time at all. I like to create botanical paintings that I can finish in one sitting because I am a busy mom. I hope you enjoyed this. And again, don't forget to check out my free native plants guide if you'd like to see more work like this.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to check out Angela's video. And if you liked this video, then I think you're also really going to enjoy this video where I show you how to paint a buttercup.